So here we are, we've reached that moment, ladies and gentlemen, where I'm going to make an announcement for you tonight, which is this. I'm prepared to answer fate's unheard call. Yeah, which is this. Next spring, next May, there will be a general election, and I'm planning to stand for government. Now. But not Parliament, we're going to do our own thing. It's going to be called a government. I stand before you as your future governor, right? You will have to call me Meine Guv'nor. That's what you have to call me. You'll also have to buy my book and appreciate my paintings. Now, we'll have one big election, then we won't be having any more elections after that, because they just cause trouble and disagreement, don't they? So, but thing is, I stand before you, my people's parliament, ladies and gentlemen, without any policies. Now, I realise in this modern day and age that's not necessarily an obstacle to politics, but I want to make a difference. I want to be different to the others, so what I'm going to do is ask you to help me come up with a manifesto. You, the really ordinary people of the UK, the most ordinary people I could find, you will help me do this. And to do this, we're going to put the house lights up, please. The team here, yeah, up go the house lights. And what we're going to do, yeah, you're going to put your hands up, ask me what the government's policy on something will be, right? I will do my best to answer that and come up with a manifesto pledge that I will act upon as soon as I reach power in the new year. OK, you up for this? Yeah? Brilliant. Now, what you'll have to do, right, is once I've picked one out and I try and answer that, don't try and interrupt anything because it makes a mess of it, right? And we've got to do this in a democratic fashion while we still have a democracy before I get rid of it. OK, so who would like to go first? Yeah? Yes, the fella there. Yes, sir. Immigration. All right. Straight to it. The elephant in the room. Yeah? That mean you two. Yeah. Immigration. Immigration. Well, you know, it's something that's affecting everyone. It's affecting everyone's lives, isn't it? Coming over here, working hard on us, making us look like a bunch of feckless, entitled tits. Now, don't Poles understand you don't work Thursdays? Now, the thing is, it's a worrying business. You could look at it the other way, which is this, right? They're not stopping in France, are they? Eh? I mean, who would? Hey. If that's your choice, you're going to come here, aren't you? Yeah? I mean, who'd want to eat roadkill, breakfast, lunch and tea? But truth is, it is an issue that's affecting a lot of people, worrying a great deal of people. After all, we've seen it in action, right? Earlier in the year, in January, as we all know, there was very heavy flooding in Somerset. Now, that was not caused by gay marriage, as UKIP would have us believe. No. Nobody can cry that much. No. Well, it was... What it was obviously caused by was the sheer weight of Romanian people, yeah, who'd got to Somerset early for the apple-picking harvest, right? Causing Somerset, the county, to sink into the... into the Bristol Channel, right? Yeah. Science. So, what... Yeah, scientifically provable. So, I have a proposal on the question of immigration, sir, dead simple. First thing we do is we brick up the Channel Tunnel. Secondly, yeah, you're happy with that? We brick up Kent as a special Ebola quarantine zone, yeah? Then, seeing as we've got the bricks and mortar out, we brick up Essex as well, so those cunts can't get out either. Good. Now, you see? This is what happens when you listen to the people. Right, OK. Any more? Yeah, the lady there. Yes, love?
Education.
Education, thank you. Education is what matters, isn't it? Yeah? So are you a teacher, my darling? What's your name? Nikki. What do you teach, Nix? Languages. Which ones? French. You know, I'll tell you what, you can go work at the MOD, right? Keep an eye on the French. No, education's important. And the thing is, darling, right, you teachers, you're right there, cold-faced, front line, we discussed that earlier. The thing is, though, darling, right, you educationists, you teachers, you're up against something right now, aren't you? You're up against it. Technology is changing the nature of teaching, isn't it? And there's a question doing the rounds at the moment, which is this. Who needs teachers when you got Google? Who needs teachers when you got Google? You know what I mean? If you're up against it, you just look it up, can't I? Like that, just like up it comes, yeah? Up it comes, whatever I want to know. Where is the fucking hell? Up it comes. Who needs teachers when you got Google? But you'd say, Nicky, what you'd obviously say to me is, well, you need a teacher, right, to guide the pupil, the student, through the information. They can't just pick a fact randomly out of the air. They've got to know its context, its provenance. They've got to know how it relates to the other facts. They've got to weigh it critically with the other information. And then, of course, in a social group to socialise that information, because after all, that's what they'll have to do one day in a workplace, isn't it? Is gather that information together and work together on the information with other people. What you need is a teacher to enable this. That's probably what you'd say, isn't it, love? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But I'd come straight back at you with this. Google isn't pissed on a Tuesday. Google, right, doesn't take a third of the year off. Google doesn't knock off at 3:15. Google isn't trying to have sex with a sixth form. Which is why I would close all schools and give them all a laptop. Right, so... I hope that's answered your question, my love. Who's next? Yes, the lady there, yes, darling. Gap years. You can do a gap year, but in Afghanistan. You'll find yourself there, mate. In a foxhole being shot at. Right, now. Yes, sir.
VAT on alcohol.
VAT on alcohol. OK, right, OK. Finally, an issue that matters to me. All this other stuff. Flim-flam. Right, I tell you what. I propose a new beer pricing, right? Yeah. Now, this may, to some of you, appear to be a sort of cheap vote-winning gesture, right? Just a piece of populist politics. It's just like a bribe. It may appear like that to you, as a clumsy attempt to get you to vote for me. But my alcohol pricing, day one of my new government, will be this. 1p a pint. I'm happy to announce that. And 1p glass of white wine, fruit-based drink for the lady. See, this politics is easy. Right. Another one, please. Yeah, on the end there, yes, sir. The NHS. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Save the NHS. Yeah, that's what I say. And I want to save the NHS, ladies and gentlemen, but I also want to save lives. Now... Now, what's your name, pal? Mark. Do you work in the NHS, sir?
No, I work in the bookies.
You work in the bookies? Yeah. OK, well, I'll tell you what. I offer you an NHS policy that we can all get behind, ladies and gentlemen, because I want to save the NHS. I do. I really do. It matters a great deal to me. But I want to create jobs as well. Now, you'll probably notice as we go forward with some of these policies that I put to you that I operate on a two birds, one stone system, right? So, two birds, one stone. Now, the two birds, one stone NHS policy is this. Am I right? Where are the nurses here this evening, yeah? Am I right, ladies, that heart disease is the biggest killer amongst men currently? Yeah? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to come up with a thing that will create jobs in the NHS, save the NHS, and cure heart disease. And it's this. Basically, every woman between the ages of 18 and 21 has to do 2 years national service as a nurse. Now, that's probably about 3 million women. Now, they've all got to wear uniforms. Now, obviously... That means a shortage of uniform material if you're going to have to suddenly come up with a lot of uniforms very quickly. So, in order to economise on the material, these uniforms will be cut... And if that doesn't cause the necessary cardiac exercise to save this country, to save lives, I don't know what will. So there you go. Two birds, one stone. You happy, sir? Thank you. Excellent. Now...